The beauty about seasons, when you go through seasons in your journey to destiny, is that there will always be seasons of harvest, seasons of victory, and seasons of breakthrough, seasons of rewards. And these seasons of breakthrough and victory and harvest are intended to encourage you, to make you know that as you go through the other ugly seasons, like threshing and molding and preparation, there will inevitably come seasons when there are rewards. Your labor is never in vain. Your faithfulness, your obedience is not in vain. So you will come across a season and several seasons in cycles of harvest. Now, how do you recognize when you're in a season of harvest? You will know that what you are working towards has broken forth. The business has brought forth the fruits it was supposed to bring. The contracts have paid off. The job, the employment has brought forth fruits, promotions, bonuses, increments, and recognition, and your accomplishments have become transformational. They're transforming lives, and you're doing, you definitely feel you have accomplished assignments and tasks that you were set out to do. And you will know it because of the joy, because of even relationships. Your relationships will thrive. Maybe the marriage will come. Maybe the healing in any dysfunctions in your relationship. Maybe you've been praying for healing in relationships, and finally you see the healing come forth. The relationship thrives. You know, maybe it's your children, their success, their graduations, they got married. You see breakthroughs. You cannot not recognize what a breakthrough looks like. So you will discern that you're in a season of breakthrough. And then you need to ask yourself, what is the purpose? And I said it at the beginning. The purpose of seasons of breakthrough are to encourage you, to even just give you incentive to go on, to know that as you continue, there will be seasons when you break through, and what you're pursuing will come forth. And the questions and the prayers you're making will be answered. And solutions will come to the dilemmas that you're working through. And then the question is the attitude to take. You know, often it is said that we are more equipped attitude-wise to handle our seasons of lack, our seasons of barrenness, our seasons of threshing. We handle those seasons probably better than we handle a season of victory and breakthrough attitude-wise. So it's crucial, because sometimes handling success can be very difficult. Bishop T.D. Jakes has written a book about, can you handle success? How do you behave when you're on the mountaintop? Because sometimes we're very good in the valley, but when we're on the mountaintop, like how did Joseph behave when finally he had a breakthrough? He was the ruler in Egypt. He was positions of rulership. He had abundance, and his brothers who had betrayed him came to bow before him. How did he behave? What attitude did he adopt? Because a wrong attitude can make or break your victory season or your breakthrough season. So you need to firstly adopt an attitude of gratitude. You didn't get there by yourself. God took you there. It's by His grace. You could have given up on the way, but by the grace of God, you got to where you got. So you must thank God, be grateful, an attitude of gratitude. And then the other thing is, obviously, God used other people. You didn't get there just by yourself as well. There are people who say, oh, no, God brought me here. I don't owe anybody else anything. But no, God uses human beings. They are destiny connectors, destiny helpers, midwives, encouragers. They are people who God definitely used to bring you to where you are, to a place of success, a place of victory, a place of breakthrough. And you need to be grateful towards, you need to acknowledge them, appreciate them. If you're giving your speeches of accolade, where you're out there receiving your awards, whatever your victory, whatever your season of success looks like, you must acknowledge those people. You must give them credit, because they were involved in your journey, and they pushed you, and they helped you, and they pulled you up, and you're where you are. Another attitude is, of course, humility. You must celebrate, and you must celebrate, because there are many of us, when we get to that season of breakthrough and victory, we are sort of like shy to celebrate and be happy. It's an insult even to God when you don't sincerely celebrate the good times and be grateful and be happy. So you must celebrate, but you must do so with humility. not boastful, not taunting and mocking those who are not yet there, like the way Penina did. Just because she had children, her barrenness had been broken and she had entered into a season of victory and breakthrough and harvest. You know, she mocked Hannah. Don't be boastful, prideful, arrogant, and lord it over others. Enjoy your celebration with a lot of grace and humility. And then the people you will meet in that season, and as I said earlier, there will be people who helped you along the way, people who got you there, people you needed, midwives, encouragers. They're there. In the Bible, we find people like Naomi, who helped Ruth in the book of Ruth to actually lay hold of her Boaz, give her instructions. Now, it would have been very ungracious for Ruth to get Boaz, start birthing children, and not be grateful or appreciate Naomi. She needed to appreciate those who helped her get there. And then there'll be encouragers. Even like, I'm sure when David got to the throne in Hebron, one of the people who he remembered in his heart to thank, even though the person was no longer alive, was Jonathan. Jonathan was an encourager. Jonathan really encouraged him. And even when Esther, in the book of Esther in the Bible, when she successfully fulfilled her mission and she took action that saved the deaths of so many people, God's people, she had to remember Mordecai, because it was Mordecai who actually told her, if you don't take up this assignment, if you don't do what you're supposed to do in the palace, God will raise up another. So he did. God used Mordecai to provoke Esther to fulfill her assignment. So we must thank the people and appreciate them and give them credit that we meet. You'll also meet people who are not happy for you, people who are resentful of your success, resentful of your victory, resentful of your breakthrough, and you must ignore them because they didn't get you there. You've qualified to be there by God's grace, by God's favor. You are there, so you mustn't pay attention to such people. And then, of course, you must learn the lesson that there's always a season of victory. There are rewards to obedience. There are rewards to hard work. There are rewards to right living. And of course, you must transition. Don't remain there forever. And you'll know it's time to transition because God will bring new challenges, new assignments, new positions, new devils to fight. And you suddenly realize the cycle of seasons has started again. God wants me to birth something new, greater than what I've succeeded in. And therefore, he's taken me back to another season, maybe a season of waiting and isolation.